As I was on my way to work one morning this week, listening on Spotify my favorite 90's hits, a song started to play, and suddenly I was taken back to those old times. I felt sudden joy listening to the song and got an idea for this week's video. Number 1, better quality electronics that actually lasted, I would say, forever. Be it a stereo Walkman, which I have as well. I bought it like ages ago. Even getting my first brick Nokia that fell down many times and never broke. Washing machines, refrigerators, like things like that lasted a really long time. Shame they don't now. Fashion was simple and stylish. Men used to wear men's clothes, very masculine. Women classy and elegant, and yes, of course, I did love t-shirts and shorts. I was a bit of tomboy, but also the quality was much better than it is now, and wasn't made cheap. Great music and artists, this is my favorite. I think we were lucky enough to grow up with likes of, Spice Girls, Backstreet Boys, Britney Spears, Michael Jackson, C-Block, RNG, Tupac, Nana, DJ Bobo, Snap, ATB, Tiesto, and so many. Like, music was great, videos were simple and not sexualized, and lyrics meaningful. Do I need to say more about that? Community, where I can speak for myself. Everyone knew everyone in my neighborhood. Neighbors would simply talk to each other, share foods, borrow stuff, and kids would play in each other's gardens. It was amazing. Just different vibes, completely different how it is now. I don't know. We played a lot outside, like, honestly. We would play all day long in our neighborhood, especially in summer. We were simply street kids, especially in the holidays, out in nature, cycling with our friends. We never wanted to go home to even eat our dinner. Great times. We use our imagination more. Yes, we had to use our imagination because we didn't have so much, but we were never bored. These days kids don't know what to do when they're not on screens. We had to make up games and it was so much fun. Honestly, I do remember all this, and we had less, but we were really happy with everything we had and made the most of our mom's cushions, of course, and bedding. It was called under the table house or a tent. We were taught life skills and respect. Well, most of us. We had to help out in daily chores, cleaning our rooms every Saturday, as I remember, make our own beds, look after our animals, and so on. We had lots of responsibilities that prepared us for an adult life. We were also taught respect, not just to respect others, but also our environment. And I think that were really great lessons, which not many are taught anymore. And that's what we see in today's society. And thankfully there are still some parents who do teach their children those skills, or some of them. We had less crap that was actually made in China, and we had less, but we were happier. I'm not talking about poverty, but basic things, and we were okay with those basic things. No social media, do I need to say more? That's a big one. We had to go outside to meet our friends. We weren't disturbed by our phones wherever we went. I think we were just the last generation. We are just the last generation who grew up without it all. And I do cherish my beautiful childhood memories without social media. I know it can be helpful, but I definitely want to remember me just, having fun with my friends, everybody look into each other's eyes when we had conversations, and we were just communicating, not like you go now and you see everyone stuck on their phones, unfortunately. So yeah, no social media for us in the 80s and 90s. How lucky we were, and less lonely. Better quality food. In my times we still had small local shops. There were no supermarkets or fast foods as much. Food was mainly cooked from scratch at home every single day. Sweets or chocolates were a very rare treat, mainly for Christmas, and you could get fresh eggs and milk from someone out of the city. It was just so simple to get, and now it's more expensive and much harder. So to sum up my reflections, life seemed better in so many ways, and I do feel sorry for these generations. There is more anxiety and loneliness these days as well. Of course we can't turn back time, but I think we, those who grew up in those times, we can cherish these memories in our hearts and hope for the best, and try to take a break from social media, go for a walk in nature, spend quality time with our friends and family without being distracted by our phones. Cook the foods from scratch at home as often as possible, and teach our kids some basic life skills. So thank you so much for listening, and I will catch you up in the next video. God bless.